Hey everyone, it's Danny again. Today we're just quickly going to go through some of our cafe area training for our tavern. It's going to quickly run through a couple of our coffees, our milkshakes, our iced drinks, as well as desserts and affogatos. I did have a few links in here which I can't link up through this program. However, Matt has shared them already on Deputy and I will rehash them. When this goes live on Deputy, I will also re-put those links there for you. So basically in our cafe, we have a range of drinks that we serve, hot and cold beverages, as well as our affogato. It's really important each of you know how they're all made, what glassware they go in, what plates you use, what cutlery you serve, etc. So basically our hot is our coffees, so cappuccinos, long black, flat white, mocha, hot chocolate, etc. Teas, our chais. Cold beverages are our milkshakes, iced coffee and iced chocolate. And I've thrown in the affogato as well. It does involve coffee, ice cream and a liqueur, but it's really important that you know how to do it because not only can it be served in the cafe, you guys can even make it in the bar area pending the freezer is unlocked in the kitchen, which it does get locked overnight. So to start with, I'm going to go through our hot beverages, go through our colds, our desserts, and wrap it up with those links for you. So first of all, our hot drinks get served in one of these six. You either go cups or glassware. So with the cups, we have our piccolo, our cup, and our mug. So essentially you use the smallest for the short black, and then all other hot beverages can go into either of those two. The same with the glassware, except the glasses are more for your lattes. The smallest glass there you could use for a piccolo latte, which is your shot of coffee and a little bit of milk, or we use that one for our affogatos. And then the larger two glasses there are for your lattes, as well as your chai lattes. Now, as I said, we'll get to all this in a second, but essentially in your cups, so those the middle cup and the middle glass, you use one shot of coffee, and in the larger ones, we'll use 2 shots of coffee. If a customer requests a double shot in the larger size, just clarify with them whether they want 2 shots of coffee as per standard or whether they want 3 or 4 shots. The only reason I say that is because I know when I've asked for a double shot, sometimes I want to make sure that there are 2 shots in that. So it's not going to hurt you to clarify. So I'm just going to quickly go through how to make some of our large, most popular coffees that we get asked for. So with the short black, it goes in that small cup that I showed just before, and it's a single shot of coffee. And if they ask for a double, it's 2 shots, pure and simple. Just make sure there's a really nice crema, which is the gold foam over the top of the coffee. With our cappuccinos, it is your shot of coffee, 1/3 milk, 1/3 foam. Now you need to aim for about 2 centimeters of foam on the top of your cappuccinos, and they have a sprinkling or a dusting of chocolate over the top. Your flat white is 1/3 coffee, 2/3 milk. Very little foam on those. And you try and make sure that the crema stays on the top of those coffees. And with our lattes in the glassware, 1/3 coffee, 1/3 milk, 1/3 foam, and aiming for that 2 centimeters of foam on the top. Very similar to the cappuccino, only no chocolate on top. And the latte is your chance to do your latte art, which we will get to in a moment. You've got your long blacks, again in the cups with 1/3 coffee, 2/3 hot water. When I make my long blacks, I put the hot water in first and then do the coffee to allow that crema sitting on top. And they do need to be served really quickly once being made. That way the crema doesn't disintegrate. Your mocha is your coffee and chocolate. It's really popular, especially at this time of year. So again, in a mug, I want you to use 2 spoons of chocolate powder, and a cup, I want you to use 1 spoon of chocolate powder. When I say spoon, I mean a teaspoon. With that, you use either 2 shots of coffee in the mug or the 1 shot of coffee in the cup. Then 1/3 milk, 1/3 foam, sprinkling with chocolate powder. So simple, guys. These aren't hard. They're very repetitive once you get the hang of it, and you'll notice that as you make them. Hot chocolate, a mug is 2 spoons of chocolate, again the teaspoons, and a cup is 1 spoon of chocolate powder. For foamy milk, and pour in and mix in the powder and create a small layer of foam on top, about 1 centimetre, and sprinkle with the chocolate powder. Now, obviously these all go with their sauces as well. with all your coffees, I want you to serve them with a small biscuit, and on a hot chocolate, you get served with 2 marshmallows. Then also we then go into our chais and teas. So with a chai, it's 2 spoons of chai powder, one of, if it's in a cup, milk, 2 centimeters of foam at the top, and sprinkling with chai powder. A dirty chai is the same, but you're adding in a shot of coffee. Now your chai and your dirty chai both get served in the glassware as well. And again, if they're asking for a dirty chai in a large, ask if they want 1 shot or 2 shots of coffee. Now with our teas, we have English breakfast, Earl Grey, and green tea. You'll see on the first picture there, I've moved the infuser out of the teapot. You place 2 to 3 teaspoons of tea into that infuser. Place the infuser back in the teapot, as per the second picture, and you fill it with approximately 3/4 full of water. When we serve that, you serve the cup with the saucer, a couple of sugars, the spoon, as well as milk if the customer requests it, and a teaspoon. So as I said, guys, I did have some links for how to foam milk. However, unfortunately, I can't link them into the program. So I've got the links there for you, so you can write them down. Or as I said, when this goes live, I'll throw it up on Deputy as well, and Matt has already shared them. So you've got here how to foam milk, as well as creating latte art. And this one particularly is a tulip. I don't expect everyone to be able to do it. I've struggled with it in 18 years in doing this. But the more we do it, the more we're going to be able to, the more we practice it, the better we are going to be at doing it. So I encourage you all to pop in and practice your technique when we do have some downtime. I will always say yes to a coffee. If you yell at Danny, do you want a coffee? I will always say I would love one. Our chefs would generally say they would love one. Pretty sure Chris and Matt would always love one as well. And we're more than happy to taste whatever you make for us. So please, whenever you've got some downtime, jump in the cafe and have a go at these coffees. Watch these videos and you'll get the hang of it. I know it's hard to teach you online. I've struggled teaching online. So when you come in, when we open up, I'm happy to spend some time with you to do this. I'm now going to move into our cold beverages. Coming into summer, these are going to be very, very popular. Straight up, first of all, I'm just going to show you what we serve our milkshakes in. We've got our milkshake glass there, as well as our silver canister. Throughout this the next few slides, you'll hear when I say in the silver canister, that's what I mean. You'll see 2 black lines on this canister. When we put our milk in here, it's to go between those 2 lines. If you go over that line and you use the milkshake maker, it's going to go everywhere and you are going to have a mess to clean up in that cafe. Go under and it's not going to fill it up as enough. So please, that's where I'm aiming for. So our milkshakes, these look delicious. Very simple, guys. 2 pumps of your chosen syrup into the silver canister, 2 scoops of ice cream, and adding milk between those 2 lines. Now, if the customer has asked for almond milk, soy milk, or lactose-free milk, do not put the ice cream in there. The ice cream is dairy, and if they've asked for one of those 3 milks, they can't have it. So you may need to use a little bit more milk once you start to pour it. So once you've added everything into the canister, froth it in the milkshake machine with your glass. Put a swirl, as you can see on these ones, of the topping that you have used. Top the glass with the milkshake approximately 2 centimeters from the top, and put a swirl of cream on the top. Make it look a bit fun. Again, only do that if they've asked for normal milk. If they have asked for a specialty milk, do not put the cream on top. On top of the cream, if they've ordered chocolate, you could sprinkle chocolate powder. If they've ordered one of the other ones, you could put sprinkles on it. You could do a bit of topping over the top. Be a little bit inventive. It's totally fine. And you serve it with some straws. For kids, we do make a half serve. So you'll go to the bar and grab some of the plastic rocks glasses that they've got in there, either the coloured one or the clear one. You can still serve, if it's in the clear one, still do this topping around the side. Make it a bit fun for kids. Do the sprinkles on top. But either way, really simple, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to touch base with me when we open. Our iced coffee, again, we are using the milkshake glass and filling approximately 3/4 full of ice. Add 3/4 of the glass with your selected milk. Again, if they're asking for normal milk, It's this one side, but they can have it with almond, soy, or lactose-free. If a customer has requested any syrups, as in the hazelnut, the caramel, or the vanilla, add that in now and give it a quick little stir to mix it in. Add the shot of coffee over the top of the ice. Swirl cream over the top of the glass. Again, only if they've asked for normal milk. If they've asked for one of the specialty milks, do not put the cream on there. Dust over the top with some chocolate powder. Serve it with a straw. If you've got the cream on the top, also give it a spoon. Now, your iced chocolate is very, very similar. So do a swirl of the chocolate topping in the milkshake glass and fill it 3/4 with ice. Give it a little bit of a twist to allow the chocolate topping to float down and give it a nice little effect on the glass. In the silver canister, place your milk between the 2 notches again and pump 2 pumps of chocolate syrup. We do not put ice cream in this one. Because we're using ice, do not put the ice cream in it. Pour over the ice until it's about 2 centimetres from the top. Again, swirling the cream on top of the glass, only if they've asked for normal milk. Dust it with chocolate powder, do a squiggle of chocolate topping over the top, serve with a straw and a long spoon if you've added the cream. Now, I've mentioned a few different spoons here, so I'm going to give you a quick show you of what spoons I'm referring to. So, going from side to side, you have your teaspoon, which goes on all your cups of tea, coffees, your mugs, etc. And the next one, we have our long-handled teaspoon or a latte spoon or a soda spoon. It has a few different names. Basically, that one will go on top of your iced chocolates and iced coffees. You may want to serve that one when you use a tall latte glass as well. The next one along is our dessert spoon. It goes out with our desserts. When people have cakes, you do not serve the teaspoon or the latte spoon with cake or coffee or desserts. Cake and desserts only get the dessert spoon. The affogato will get the latte spoon. And last of all, our cheese knife. Now, I know that sounds weird to throw in there, but I wanted to show the cheese knife as well. So when we do serve out those cheese platters, and I feel like coming into the warm weather, those cheese platters can be quite popular, you know what knife to give. Not a steak knife, not a normal knife, you're serving a cheese knife. Now, these spoons will be found in your cafe or on the shelf underneath the coffee machine in the grey tray. So as I said, in our cafe, we've got a lot of responsibility. So the next one along is our desserts and affogato. And I only want to quickly touch base on that. Primarily was this training video was meant to be our coffee, but I do feel that these are important because we can serve desserts, our cakes and things and affogatos through any time during the day. We never say no to serving a dessert and affogato. So basically all our desserts, which will be in the cabinet underneath the bistro till, are served on a long plate with cream and ice cream. On the bottom of the plate, do a squiggle of topping. Now, if they've ordered a chocolate dessert, use chocolate topping. We've got mixed berry. You can use strawberry topping, whatever caramel. If they've ordered a Mars bar cheesecake, be a bit creative. I'm giving you the very basic here. When you have time to be a bit more decorative and have a bit more flair to it, by all means do it. But as a very basic level, this is what I'm asking. Place the item on the plate. I prefer placing it in the center. On one side, give some cream, and on the other side, get a ramekin or potentially small coffee cups if I've got some, and place the ice cream in there. Sprinkle some chocolate powder over the ice cream and serve it with a dessert spoon. Do not serve it with a teaspoon. Serve it with a dessert spoon. The only time a teaspoon should go out with a dessert is if you've got a little child that's ordered it. Dessert spoons only. Our affogato. Again, this is one you guys can do in the bar as long as the cool room is open to get the ice cream out. But it's very popular, and I think if you can push it in the bar as well, you guys will be surprised how many you could all get put through, especially during the middle of the day when someone wants a coffee but they want something cold but they don't want an iced milkshake. Offer them this. This is a good little mixture. So for an affogato, you need, again, a long plate. 2 black cocktail napkins, a shot glass, a small latte glass, a martini glass. Now, we've got 2 different sizes in the bar. Try and pick the bigger one because they won't be used as often in the bar as the small ones. And the long teaspoon. Now, on your long plate, place 2 cocktail napkins along on the plate, preferably in diamonds. 3 scoops of vanilla ice cream into your martini glass and a sprinkling of chocolate powder. In the latte glass, I want you to shoot a shot of coffee. And into the shot glass, you get the liqueur from the bar. Now, the liqueurs that we aim to use is the Frangelico, Bailey's, Kahlua, Tia Maria, or a schnapps. Now, those selections are already in the till for you. When you hit Affogato, it'll give you your selection. The customer can request any of those. To plate it, we put the martini glass in the centre with the coffee shot on one side and the liqueur shot on the other. We have some long biscotti in the fridge. Place 2 biscotti crossed at the base of the martini glass, long-handled spoon on the edge of the plate. Now, with both and that's it. With both our desserts and affogatos, if you see a couple of strawberries in the fridge and you want to throw them on there, go for it. Both our affogato has the basic recipe, but you can have a little bit of your own flair to those as well. Please don't think that just because this is what's written, it has to be. I'm more than happy for you to throw a few extra strawberries on a plate, within reason. Don't coat the plate in strawberries, obviously. But have a bit of fun. Desserts are meant to be fun. Affogatos, again, offer them in the bar for someone that's not quite sure what they want. It's a nice little booster. And once one person sees them, another person will want them. So for desserts, it's really important. And don't forget to upsell when someone orders a dessert. Would you like a coffee? Or, hey, would you like an affogato with your dessert? I can see you've just finished your meal. Would you love an affogato? Really easy sells, guys. Same as coffee. You finish your meal, especially at lunchtime. Hey, I can see you finished your meal. If you'd like any desserts, tea or coffee, head up to the bar or head up to the bistro to order. We make a great coffee here. If someone raves about our coffee, offer this, do you have a coffee machine at home? We can sell you a kilo of coffee beans, or we can grind you some coffee beans and you can take some of our ground coffee home with you. It's always about those little extras that we can add. Okay, so basically that's my training for you guys today. For further tips, tricks and information, I have thrown in here our 7 Miles coffee roasters who do our Cat's Pajamas coffee. They have a great YouTube channel. I spent 2 hours on this channel the other day, just watching little different tips and tricks and what you can and can't do and how to get the best out of our coffee and the best out of our machine and the best out of our team. So I really recommend you guys jump onto this website as well. Again, I'll throw the link underneath the video. But yeah, that's it, guys. When we open, I'd love to spend some time with everyone just to get the basics in. If you can make a cappuccino, you can make a flat white. You can make a latte. If you can froth the milk, you can do any of these coffees. It's not hard, guys. Really simple stuff. It's just a matter of remembering what coffee goes with what. And essentially our biggest sells are our short black, our cappuccino, a flat white, and a latte. You can do those 4. You can do anything. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've had a great time. I hope it's been nice and short and sweet for you. And I look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks when we open.